I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what what do you do? What do you do? Like, chorus line, Priscilla, I think, answered the first time. What do we do when we can't dance anymore? And we're going to talk about mastering transition rather than allowing it to master you. I am a career transition survivor. And I did Act 1 and Act 2, and I got to tell you, I'm in Act 3 now. Talk about having to leave their career and find another passion. It's always with such angst about the expectations of finding work that will match the deep fulfillment of being a dancer. While it may be true that we do fulfill our dreams so early in our lives, I'm afraid that measuring the thrill of what you've already experienced with any future opportunities can defeat and weaken your confidence as you move onward. I had a fulfilling and really fun career as a Broadway dancer. I thought that after that, everything I did would pale in comparison to the thrill of performing on Broadway. And that whatever I did would be inferior to what I had accomplished as a dancer and would be inconsequential to my future. And I was wrong. If I knew then what I know now, I would have had an easier time in dealing with the emotions throughout the process. I was 25 years ago, and I had a 25th wedding anniversary, 25th anniversary of career transitions, and 25 years ago I was dancing in a show called The Mystery of Edwin Drood on Broadway.
I was there with you, baby!
And Johnny Malone walked in and told us about career transitions for dancers. We thought it was funny. I had done by that time a bunch of shows, and it was time for me to start a family. My first transition was from dancer to motherhood. I had a son. Then I had another one. My second transition was leaving the city and giving up my identity as a dancer. And then my sons were grown and out of the house, and my third transition was realizing that I needed to find a new career. In the dancer to motherhood transition, my attitude changed from thinking that I had to have it all to the fact that I was being my all. Somewhere along the path of the women's liberation movement, I bought into the having it all belief that women could have a happy family and a successful career. From where I stood, that thought only made me anxious because I didn't want to compromise on either choice. So there I was in New Jersey, told to be this crazy gypsy, and 2 children to raise. Although I was teaching and sometimes directing local theater, I was also a cupcake maker, party giver, decorator, chauffeur. I became good at creating costumes from household items and math tutoring. Priscilla, you know what I'm talking about. I made friends with people that I had nothing in common with. I negotiated budgets and arguments. I was a master at organization, and I was the happy housewife. Only I was silently mourning the loss of my identity as a dancer. Looking back, I now realize that I had accepted someone else's definition of having it all. I really just wanted to raise my family and enjoy what life had handed me. I thought I was a failure because I couldn't have it all, but worse was that I didn't really even want to have it all. But being my all and engaging fully into those seemingly mundane chores, I was actually developing new skills that proved to be the foundation of much of what I do today as a creative director for special events and fundraising. So, don't buy into others' definitions of having it all, and create your own identity by being your all, and listen to your own voice about what makes you happy. The transition of giving up my identity as a dancer enlightened me to the realization that I was a dancer and that I am still a dancer today. Why is it that when we stop dancing, we think about this dancer, this was someone who we were in the past? Let's change our attitudes about that, and let's celebrate the skills that make us dancers. Had I known then what I know now, I would have acknowledged that what defined me as a dancer includes a list of remarkable skills. By the very nature of your training and your work experience, dancers have tremendous discipline and unique communication skills. Dancers take direction well, are patient for the work process. Dancers have a sound ability to work in groups despite high levels of competition. Dancers have profound problem-solving skills and are often remarkably mature. True. Dancers are flexible, resilient, and reliable. Dancers are strong-willed, focused, and understand the work ethic required in the pursuit of perfectionism. All of these are incredible transferable skills that we have worked very hard to achieve, and they do not disappear when we stop dancing. Please let these skills continue to define you, your abilities, and highlight them on your future resumes, no matter what the job may be. The final transition of finding a new career. I thought I could do it alone, and I tried to find a new purpose, a new passion. I wanted to find a career that would not leave me like dance did. I failed at several attempts, so I reluctantly made the call to a career transition for dancers. At first I thought the process was annoying. Boring, defining my goals, examining my interests, blah, blah, blah. You know, to see anything beyond that was a daunting task for me. And so I began a series of counseling sessions. When Lauren questioned me about my skills and abilities, I went through my long list of dance-related accomplishments. Then she encouraged me to talk about what I enjoyed doing that was outside my dance comfort zone. Well, I loved cooking, writing. I liked organizing my desk because I thought I wanted to be a secretary. I liked refinishing furniture, and had all these things that I liked to do. And then I told her about my parties. I would get bored in New Jersey, honestly. And I would do these big themed parties. My husband is a stagehand, so he had all the technical support for me. I had Christmas and Rockefeller Center parties where we'd have a big giant tree in the backyard, complete with the whole ceremony, and countdown, and singers, and then we put fake snow machines under our roofs, so that snow would come. I think you went to some of my parties, right?
I was there.
And then I'd have Halloween parties on my front lawn with frightening special effects and real projected images in the windows. I'd have moving lights, fog. I would get a huge movie screen and show scary movies. And I was always the fat lady with the popcorn machine giving out the popcorn. I was always the fat lady, but I was. So when Lauren heard the passion in my voice and saw the excitement on my face, like I do when I talk about giving parties, she had hit on something that I may not have considered. I simply love to create festive and creative events, but a career? I didn't even think it was possible. So Lauren suggested that I learn more about special events and told me about the scholarship fund, in which I went back to NYU, took classes in event producing, and my path had been defined. It was a solid beginning. I needed to talk to people that truly understood a dancer's heart and soul. So, mastering transition rather than allowing it to master you. It's just a conscious method of manipulating your thoughts as a way of changing how you feel. So before you leave today, I'm going to ask you, be grateful for the accomplishment of having had it all as one who is fulfilling or has fulfilled a dream as a dancer, and be your all by your own definition. Seek help when you need it and transfer your failures into opportunities. Communicate to your future employers and to yourself that you are a dancer and proudly declare that list of remarkable skills. And to prepare for a new career, always be present in the moment of the life that you are living. And be aware that these moments may in fact define your future. And finally, when and if you are faced with the decision to transition, I hope that you will not mourn the loss of your career and passion, but celebrate the opportunity to bring the dancer into your new experience so that she can once again live and breathe. So thank you for letting me share this.